it's happening online, but earlier these used to happen in person, and that would give people the opportunity to meet and talk to each other and make connections and friendships. So even when if it's happening online, please take advantage of these things and talk to your neighbors, talk to your people in the same subject, talk, just talk and be nice. Talk and be kind. Yeah, connections will help you a lot in academia. You have no idea how, like, some connection would be like, hey, you know, this person has a job, maybe you would be a good fit for it, and you might even get the job.
Okay, thank you. I learned a lot from you. I hope also the others. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. All right. Any other questions, comments, suggestions, anything you want to share regarding the seminar? When I did my PhD in India and I completed it and I moved to the United States for my job. So I just want to bring your attention to one thing, that up until you're doing your PhD, you're still in a classroom environment. You're in a class, you have a teacher, you have someone to guide you, you have your instructor. But as soon as that is over, you're left into the world all by yourself with your own skills and with your own talent. So always remember that whenever you transition into the professional world, the transition can be difficult. It can be shocking, because if you work for an international place, international organization, their work culture will be different. Their cultural values will be different. So there will be a lot of shock, like culture shock, workplace shock, ethical shock that you might get when you step out from your student career to your professional career, step into the professional career. So be mindful of that, give yourself time and give yourself space to prepare for that. Bear in mind that if initially, as you start your career, if it's not going well, or even if you start your master's degree or if you start your PhD degree and it's not going well, just give yourself some time, because these are stressful things. They affect us in more ways than we realize. So be kind to yourself, be kind to your lab mates, your instructor, and it will take you a long way. And just believe in yourself and keep going. Keep going. All right, guys. I think I will stop.
Oh, hello. Yeah,
Mhm.
I have a question. Yeah, yeah. I just want to apply the appreciation and ask her, do you really see yourself applying your knowledge in the practical aspect? Like, a lot of times people study hard, and at the end of the day, you find yourself not really applying the knowledge in the field. So what can you say about this?
Can you repeat your question again, please?
Yeah, I said, you really see yourself applying the knowledge you acquired practically in the field? Like currently you work, and do you really apply the knowledge like practically?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, applying your skills and your knowledge, it's a part of your job on everyday basis. Like, no, like I said, when you're in your professional career, nobody is going to come and tell you how to do things, what to do, when to do. You have to make your own timetable, you have to make your own schedule, and you have to apply your own skill set, your own talents, and use your own, like, you can definitely ask for help. You can ask for help, but mostly it's up to you. So when you're studying, you feel like all these things are not going to be useful, but when you start working, you realize that it was not the specific thing that you learned, but how you learned it and how you understood it helps you understand and solve other problems in life. So I think that's the kind of a little bit of a difference that people forget or tend to overlook. It's not like exactly you're not going to be doing integration and limits and derivatives in mathematics, and you're not going to do that in real life, or you're not going to do that at your job because you have a computer program to do it for you. But what you're going to learn is that the way you solve those problems and the way you handle those problems is a skill that you can apply anywhere else, that you can apply to your job practically. You can use it in your life. Basically, that's the point. I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, I have one more question in the chat box. The question says, "Hi, doctor, can you give us insight on how to enhance our connection to other people related to our study field? Maybe you have a specific platform or a way to gain it." For connections, LinkedIn, I think Dinesh mentioned that once or twice. LinkedIn is the best way to make more connections with people in your field, because it just keeps giving you suggestion of people who they think that you might know. And the other platform is ResearchGate. 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 I'm gonna type it in the chat box. LinkedIn. These are the two platforms that I use for making more connections with people. LinkedIn, I'm sure you all are aware of what it does, how it is. And ResearchGate is a platform that is especially for academians, especially when you publish your research. It connects you with other people. I don't know how to explain it. Once you open an account at ResearchGate, it will use your official email ID, and then it will start listing all your list of publications. It will show you other people who have made publications in the similar field, and there you can grow your connections more. It's also a forum where you can ask more questions about your research, and other people can join and respond on those questions. Other ways of making connection is basically communicating in conferences. This is a big one. Communicating in conferences, seminars, and all those things. Okay, I have one more question that says, hi, how do I use AI best for environment condition? I'm not an expert on AI. Forget about expert. I pretty much don't know anything about AI. I will not be the right person to answer this question for you, but I'm sure there are some forums where you write this on. You'll find some answer for it. Some forums like maybe GitHub, ResearchGate, or even the MATLAB related forums. They have some question answer series there. So that will be a good one.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for all the knowledge you have been sharing to us. It is very insightful. My name is Aminu. We work together with the Danish, also part of IMSA, Vice President for IMSA. So work together with Danish. Danish is a very good guy. I also learned a lot from him too. And in relation to your PhD and postdoc, for the postdoc now, did you deviate from the area of research you are working on during your PhD, or you are still maintaining? I just want to know what your current research is now, maybe the focus. Yeah.
Okay, Aminu, thank you for your question. So my postdoc is definitely related to what I did my PhD in. So my PhD was, like I said, atmospheric gases, iodine oxide chemistry, and things like that. My postdoc was loosely related to it, and basically that's what you're looking for. Once you do your PhD in a specific field, what you're basically looking for is to loosely kind of connected field. You don't want to do, you could, but there will be not a lot of fun in doing the exact same thing that you did for your PhD in your postdoc. So what I was looking for, that I was looking for some kind of related topic. And this was related, it was very similar to what I did for my PhD. The only difference was that instead of taking the measurements on a ship, this time the measurements were taken on a flight. And because of that, it was a completely different kind of analysis. It was completely different type of post-processing involved. But the main chemistry remained the same. The method and the analysis and the programs that I used, the programming language that I used, even that also changed. The tools and softwares that I use, everything changed, but the chemistry and the main idea remained the same. So what I'm trying to highlight is that the same work when it was done in India, a completely different set of softwares and like a different programming language was used. And when the same research, same chemistry research is done in the United States, it's done in a very kind of a different scale. So this is what I was saying, when you have to be a little bit prepared for the future when you're leaving from your student career to your professional career. And in the future, I don't want to continue the same. Like I said, studying about trace gases, iodine oxide, and that's impact on the climate change. I want to focus more on a broader aspect of climate change, and I want to focus on the policy making aspect. So being an advisor to the policymaker is something that I have as a goal for the next few years, and I'm like focusing on that.
Yeah, I see. That is very interesting. Apart of this, do you have any area of research that you feel like you are interested in? Maybe,
Can you say that again?
maybe the area of research, the interests. Maybe you have other interests in maybe
Oh,
climate change or some other research interests you have.
that is amazing. Right now, I am really interested in learning more about the fjords in Arctic, the fjords, and how like different gases and different solar radiation affect the solar flares that we've been getting on the Earth, which are causing a lot of auroras, the northern lights. I'm kind of interested in studying that in the Arctic.
Yeah, that is
That's my
interesting
current
because
obsession.
I actually work in the Arctic too, but I'm trying to see the influence of Arctic on West African monsoon.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah. So that is interesting actually. So maybe if I can have your email in the chat group, I would be happy to have to maybe communicate
Yeah,
with you further.
I will send in my email in the chat.
Okay. Or maybe you can send it to Danish if you don't want to disclose it here. Okay.
That's okay. That's my work email. I'm okay with
Okay.
sharing that. Anyways, so I have one more question. Thank you for Aminu. That was really nice talking to you. And I'm
Yeah.
very happy that you're working in the Arctic. I think both the poles, the Arctic and Antarctica, they are so important in affecting the weather all over the world because of the teleconnection that we have, because it's a whole, like a
Yeah.
large cell of fluid. It's like, it's one ball that's, everything is connected to it. So I think that's very interesting. And since I have already
Yeah.
visited one pole, I want to visit the other one. So maybe I can get in touch
Yeah.
with you to go to Arctic.
Yeah. That is a very good idea. Very glad
Yeah.
to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I have one
Yeah,
more
we'll discuss
question, and
further.
I think, sorry, I have one more question, and I think this will be the last one. So this says, thank you so much, doctor. I have a question. What kind of activity or things that we should really do in the university which will support us in the future to apply for a job? Excellent question. Universities have career counseling, is what I know. There is a counselor in every department, especially in the main general admissions department of the university. Most universities will have a counselor that can guide you with your career, that can guide you with your current performance in the university. Definitely try to get in touch with them, try to find out if they have anything like that. If they don't have it, then there are definitely student bodies just like this one. What is it called? IMSA. It's a student body, right? And I think Dinesh will be the better person to tell you about it, of what kind of activities you can do to get more connectedness for future opportunities, or talk to alumni. Alumni, if there is an alumni association at your university, they will be the best people to give you resources, make more connections, tell you how they found the job from your own university. So you will have a like a clear path, or like a better connection to let you know firsthand how it goes and what happens. So that will be my advice. University counselors. The second one will be um, student bodies, and the third one will be to look at alumni associations or alumni organization. Alumni means someone who's already passed from the university and is now like working somewhere else or doing something in their career. All right. So few more seconds, maybe one more question we can take. Otherwise, I am ready to stop. So Dinesh, what do you have to say about how they can benefit from participating in the student body to prepare them in the future to apply for a job? That's pretty cool. So right here in this platform with your friend Dinesh, you have a lot of resources and he's very smart. He makes a lot of connections. So stay in touch with people who have good connections, stay in touch with student bodies, with your mentor, talk to them as much as possible. I know it can be scary. I was so scared of my mentor. You have no idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe you can start an alumni organization, alumni association, and officially the university can invite them to be the alumni. And that's the way to connect with like previous students. Yeah. All right, guys. I think we did pretty well. I spoke for hours.
Yeah,
I
it
hope it
was
was
quite
helpful.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Sadashiv, for inviting me for this amazing talk. I had so much fun. Thank you for everyone for
We
asking
we
wonderful
really
questions.
enjoyed it. Yeah, we really enjoyed it.
I did.
And I would suggest the participants to go and check out the recording once again on YouTube, because some of the questions that I heard, I think the answers are already there and you discuss them before they ask the questions. So this is my suggestion, and thanks to all the questions, all the people who asked the questions, either in chat or on the video itself. And thanks to you so much for giving us time. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Thank,
And thank you, Dinesh, as well, for
thank you very much,
organizing.
Danish.
All right, guys, it's time for me to say
And
bye-bye.
Sadish. Bye bye, doctor.
Maybe we
Bye.
can take one group
Yeah.
photo. So
Oh, yeah. So many lovely faces. I wish I could see them before.
Yeah, Doctor, one day you will be able to see us. We'll try to invite you to Nanjing.
Please do, please. I would love to.
Yeah, we'll do that. Dennis will handle that.
All right, is it done?
You finish?
Done? Okay. Thank you, everyone. It was really nice talking to you all. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. And hope you all have a good rest of your day or good night. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you, Doctor.